Greetings everyone, my name is Greg. In this video I am going to talk about the media and how the media can't be trusted anymore. There was a time back when I was younger that the media was actually reporting on things that were relevant, things that were accurate. But more and more, the media has become a propaganda tool for people like George Soros. That the agenda of people like George Soros becomes what they're going to push, and they will push it without end. But I'm going to play part of this guy's video because he's right on the money. And I'll stop him at a point and I'll tell you why when I do. But first, here's what he has to say.
I want to mention something as far as what's happening. We all see what's happening. We all see what's taking place. Friends, foes, I know you all are joining in as well. But I want you all to just take a moment and just think for yourself. And I'm about to walk you through as far as what's happening out here when it comes to media. And you have to use revelation. You have to use wisdom. And wisdom comes from above. Wisdom comes from God.
There he's full of shit. You have to use your brain. You have to use critical thinking. Don't trust a magical sky fairy to do your thinking. That's part of his problem. But thinking critically is very important. Do not just swallow what you're fed, because in this, the Young Turks are no different from Fox News and CNN. They're just a YouTube version of the same old bullshit. The same old left-wing, boo-hoo, we didn't win, we didn't get our way, things aren't going to be status quo, woe is us organization. That's what they're about. They're no fucking different than any of these others. I don't think they're funded by George Soros. I just think they're riding the coat heels of what CNN and Fox News are doing because they're interested in likes, they're interested in subscribers. And frankly, most of their subscribers are left-wing jackoffs that are too busy, fueled by their own bigotry, their own hate, their own ignorance, to actually be aware that they're being played. But I'm going to play this guy's stuff.
And I sat back, whether if you're a Trump supporter or not, it does not matter. I just want you to see this as far as what's happening. Now, in the beginning, during Trump's administration, Trump's campaign trail, I just saw back, and I just sat back and I just watched what was happening. And I remember in the beginning, before he became president, what media tried to do, they are trying to sabotage this man. Why? Because he's not following the agenda. He's not following the establishment's plan. Now, watch this. Now, listen closely to what I'm about to say. In the beginning, if you all remember, before Trump became president, all these rape allegations, all these women came out the closet and they tried to make Donald Trump look like he was Bill Cosby or Tiger Woods or something. All of these women, now mind you, these are serious allegations to say against someone. These are serious rape allegations. Have you noticed all of a sudden now all those women disappeared? They all accuse Trump of rape allegations, that they say that he did this, he did that. These are women that are making some serious allegations on a man. Where did they go? Where did they go? They disappeared. They vanished. It did not work. That was attack one. Attack two, Russia. He did not, they said he was friends with Vladimir Putin and they cheated on the election. Now all of a sudden that vanished. Attack two. Attack three, now all of a sudden he's a neo-Nazi, a white nationalist, a racist. And media played the whole time feeding this into our televisions, into our ear gates and eye gates across the country. I want you all to just see. And I sat back, whether if you love him or hate him, you have to really call media's BS on what they're doing out here. It's not what it appears. What happened in Charlottesville was a setup. And yes, it was a setup. I know a lot of you sleep sheep. Oh, you're just dumb. That was a setup. It's to create the environment that they're trying to do now. Is to deter and divide the country. I'm really trying to bring you to a place of understanding. Really trying to bring you to a place of awareness, because what's happening right now is imperative that you think for yourself. It's imperative that you begin to come to a place of understanding where you could be able to use your own suke and not what the media tells you. If the media told you dinosaurs are coming back, you know how many of you today will look at the TV screen? What side of town? Martha, CNN just told me dinosaurs are coming back. I'm waiting to hear what side of town people don't think no more. They just don't. And they're taking advantage of it and they're capitalizing on it. It is sad to see. You all come to a place of understanding that you see what's happening is fake. It's a fraud. KKK, Black Lives Matter, these groups are created to cause division right now. They're taking what happened in the past and bringing it to the forefront today to cause chaos and confusion. It's a divide and conquer strategy. Please understand what's happening. And it's like I have to talk to some of you adults like children. And it's sad, but somebody quote me, 1 Corinthians.
And that's where I'm going to cut him off, because he starts getting into this Bible bullshit. But the truth of the matter is, he was accurate up until that point. The thing is, I recognize there's going to be a great deal of butthurt with what I'm about to say, especially when I start going off on the media and the Young Turks. And the Young Turks are no different from the other media in this, because the whole issue, what was mentioned in that video, he was right on the money with the aspects. It wasn't so much rape allegations as it was the groping and so forth, but I heard jokes of the GOP now means grab their pussy, stupid shit like that. But it does raise questions in my mind regarding the Bill Cosby thing. Because with that, if you remember, there was one allegation, and then these others snowballed on top of it. I'm not saying he didn't do anything. I'm not saying he did. What I'm saying is, I don't know. What I've said basically the whole time. I don't have enough evidence to reach a conclusion one way or the other regarding, did he do something, did he not? There's not enough evidence for me to reach a conclusion. The claims of 40 to 50 some women or people, it doesn't matter, men, women, so what? What evidence is there with the claims? It's just claims. And the idea of him admitting to drugging women and so forth, granted, when you introduce alcohol or drugs, the consent aspect goes out the window. However, how many people, as part of their getting laid, get someone drunk? So if you're going to use the criteria of introducing alcohol or drugs, because alcohol and drugs are basically the same thing, you're impairing a person's mind. So every person that gives someone a drink in order to get laid as their mindset, are they a rapist? That is the insane type of thinking. that we are at. I'm not saying Cosby's innocent. I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm saying there's not enough evidence to reach a conclusion. And with the aspect of the media and with Trump, the whole grabbing their crotch thing, that did vanished. Not a word. The Trump lawsuits with his, and it was obviously a scam, his Trump Institute, that he did have to deal with, and he did have to pay out type of thing. But the media didn't run with that all that much. But the Russia thing, they really went to town on that every fucking day. They were trying to report some new breaking news bullshit. And it all turned out to be a big pile of fucking nothing. And when that big pile of fucking nothing comes out, all of the anti-Trumpers to never-Trumpers are super butthurt. And they're acting like, oh, it'll come out, the evidence is there. No, it's not. And now it has been completely dropped. You don't hear about it because it's not what their agenda is right now. They've moved away from the Russia thing because there was nothing to that. They milked that for all they could fucking get. Now they're moving on to, we gotta tear down all these monuments to get the race war going. And that is a big part of this. The thing is, all of this is an attempt to manipulate the stupid masses. Because frankly, and here's where I think the Young Turks are right in bed with CNN and Fox News, they regard people as fucking idiots. They think they're stupid. They are just playing to subscribers more than ratings audience, because there's not ratings on YouTube, there's subscribers. So what they're playing to is their subscriber base and making videos and so forth for likes. So they're gearing their news to fit, well, what will most people like? It is all about, it's what is with Fox News and CNN, they go for ratings. Young Turks go for likes. It's the same bullshit. And it's still playing to the same ignorance. I'm not a Trump supporter. I don't really like Trump. But I also don't like ignorance. I don't like bah, bah. And that's what we have with a lot of the left, is stupid fucking sheep, bah, bah, after wherever they're being fed, be it by Fox News, CNN, or Young Turks. People really don't fucking stop and think. And it pains me because a lot of these that I deal with on YouTube, a lot of them are atheists that are falling into this trap of they don't like Trump. Okay, I'm with you on that. I'm not a fan of Trump myself. But fucking think for your goddamn self. This is not what we're being fed is not the truth. Sure, there are things that Trump has fucked up in multiple ways since he's been president. That's undeniable. However, the media is hell-bent on pushing their own agenda. And the politicians, the career politicians, are hell-bent on making sure this outsider doesn't have a good presidency. Like Trump or not, this is a matter of Can somebody that is not a wealthy politician be president? The idea that anyone can be president. This is where it is being really put to the test. If Trump fails, after this, you can goddamn guarantee that no president that is not a political shill would ever get in. Because whoever controls the media would also control things to the point where this would never happen. Because I remember hearing interviews when Jesse Ventura became governor. He had said that he was interviewed. There were people from the CIA in his office at one point, and they looked at him and said, "How the fuck did you get in here?" In short, they weren't expecting a former professional wrestler to be elected governor. They were caught by surprise. And I would venture to bet with the aspect of presidency, they were also caught by surprise. They weren't expecting the majority of Americans to be, we're tired of the status quo. We're tired of the same old bullshit. We're tired of the playing games. So we'll vote for somebody that is not a politician, that is a figure of change. Even if he's stone cold fuck nuts. He's not one of you type of thing. And the media has been in a tailspin ever since Trump got elected. I didn't vote because I couldn't get behind either. The thing is, if I would have had to, yes, I would have gone with Trump. Because Hillary is as corrupt as the day is long. It's how anybody could be a pro-Hillary person is beyond my imagination. But the thing is, what it really comes down to is Hillary was there because that was the media and the politicians saying, this is more of the same old bullshit. And the truth is, people were tired of it. That's how Trump got in. And the butthurt jackasses, I think most of them are blind sheep that are just bah to whatever the left feeds to them. I don't think for a second that they think for themselves. They're just going with bah, bah. The Young Turks say this or that, or CNN says this or that, so bah. And that type of mindset, I find it disgusting. I really do. I don't give a fuck about political parties. As far as like how I'm registered as a constitutionalist. I don't give a rat's ass about Republican, Democrat. To me, it's two sides of the same goddamn coin. I'm not big on conspiracy theories, but I'm also not a fucking idiot that has my head in the sand to the fact that there are people, billionaires like George Soros, that had hired fucking people to be paid goddamn protesters. For fuck's sake. You could go on fucking Craigslist and see that you could be a paid fucking protester. That should tell you right there just how much of a goddamn scam all of this is. How many of these jackasses wearing masks and so forth are there not because they want to, but because they're being paid? I don't know. I am questioning. I don't want a race war to happen. But I'm also one that if war is going to be declared, war needs to be declared. So that those that have guns, fuck it, it's a war. The police couldn't arrest them, it's a war. That would really It would throw this country into chaos. But if these jackasses want to have a civil war, then war has to be declared, so that those that want to stand for freedom, that want to stand for liberty against the terrorism, can do so and not have to worry about the cops. And in some cases, have the cops protecting them, having their back type of thing, because I'm sure cops would also be looking at it as those that are fighting against these masked fucking bandits. They're the ones that are the good guys. These masked fucking jackasses are the enemy. Take them out. Because I guarantee at one of these fucking bullshit rallies or whatnot, these masked fucking jackasses get shot. You would hear the media crying the fucking blues, and then that would tell you whose side they're on. 2, you would also start to see them fucking scatter. This throwing rocks and shit, that's what fucking ISIS does. That's what the Muslims are doing. What are these people? Who are these people? Are they Christians? Are they Muslims? What's behind their actions? This type of thing has to be taken and looked at. You can't just brush this aside. Don't let the media just play you for a goddamn sucker. And when I say media, yes, I'm throwing the Young Turks in with this. I used to be subscribed to the Young Turks. But after I started seeing their agenda was just like the media, I unsubscribed from them. It was one of, this is bullshit. This is no goddamn different than CNN and Fox News. It's no different. And I'm not going to waste my time. It disgusts me. Because I am interested in freedom. I'm not interested in crying that you're butthurt over your side didn't win. Wah, shank. Wah. Who fucking cares? Your side didn't win. Cry me a goddamn river. It just pisses me off. But feel free to leave your comments and